Well, dito sa Lucena, susubukan ng Alaska Aces na mapagpatuloy yung kanilang 2-game winning streak. Led by Willie Thriller Miller, the hottest scorer in the PBA today. At ang kanyang makakabangga sa kabilang panig, Mark the Spark Kagiwa, who is back in action para sa Barangay Ginebra. Ang Ginebra, meron din 2-game winning streak. And that's why this is going to be a super showdown between two popular teams, high cards with high stakes. Trio King kontra Trio Alas. Sa kahit anong laro ata that means well, it augurs well. Kaya't po matindi ang balasa natin dito sa ating PBA on Tour. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Nico Halili along with Peter Martin here in Lucena. So I ask you, which hand would you rather have? Trio King, Trio Alas?
Depende kung ano nilalaro. Kung Puertos, Alas tayo. Kung ibang laro, baka sa Kings tayo.
Oh.
But still, nice, ano? Ang ganda ng build-up nito because like you said kanina, 2-game win streak para sa Alaska Aces. They've won 6 of their last 8. Ito naman Barangay Ginebra. First 2-game win streak pa lang, ano? Yung nakamit nila versus Wellcoat. They're trying to extend it to a 3-game win streak. The first dito sa ating conference. Maganda. Nakabalik na. Ito si Eric Mek. Nakabalik na si Mark Kagiwa. And of course, dito naman sa kabila, yung pinakita natin, Cortez, Carriazo, and Miller combination.
Well, habang tumataas nga ang antas ng laro ng Ginebra, ang kanilang kupunan na makakarap, itong Alaska, matagal nang mataas ang antas ng laro because they'll be playing with a complete deck, so to speak, at yung kanilang mga premyadong alas, lalo lang tumataas ang mga laro.
At yan, yun yung tatlong pinag-uusapan natin. Itong si Carriazo, Miller, and Cortez. Of course, alam natin for a while, yung Alaska Aces survived without Mike Cortez due to an ACL injury, but he's back. And you check out those 3 players, more than 70 points ang binibigay, especially in that last game versus the Coca-Cola Tigers.
At kung napag-uusapan naman ang tatlong alas, ay dahil Disyembre na po, hindi maiwasan pag-usapan din ang tatlong hari. No? At yung tatlong hari na yan, they go by the name of Kagiwa, Menk, and Hilterbrand.
Oo, 3 Kings, malapit na nga bumisita ang 3 Kings ulit, so to speak, But these 3 players, ever since naman, ito naman talaga this is what the Barangay Ginebra Kings are all about. Hilterbrand, Kagiwa, and Menk. And of course, if you catch these players at their best, it is hard to beat this Barangay Ginebra squad. You look at their numbers, not so pa rin. Ito si Eric Menk, still coming back. Ito si Mark Kagiwa, still coming back. Of course, JJ Hilterbrand has held things together while those 2 players were away. But right now that they're complete, mas maganda dapat ang ilalaruin ng Barangay Ginebra Kings.
At habang lumalamig ang simoy ng hangin dito sa Lucena at nangangamoy puto bongbong at bibingka, iinit naman ang aksyon sa aming pagbabalik. Simulan na natin ang laban ng Alaska at Ginebra matapos ang ilang palad. Mark the Spark Kagiwa and the rest of the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings invading Lucena. As you look at their primary protagonists with the Fast and the Furious in the backcourt, long, tall Rafi Rivas, the Ginebra enforcer Billy Mamaril, and their very own Sunday special, Sunday Salvacion. Sa kabilang kampo naman, pangunguna nila Reyno Lugnatan, the big boss Sonny Tos, Willie Thriller Miller, the Jet Jeffrey Carriazo, at ang kanilang magiging wingman for their starting unit will be the hard-working Tony De La Cruz.
Evidently, Miko, wala ito si Mike Cortez in the starting lineup para sa Alaska Aces. As we look at the coach, John Chico of Barangay Ginebra Kings. Of course, Coach Tim in pensive mood to start this ball game for the Alaska Aces. At magiging spark off the bench si Mike Cortez. Kanina pinakita natin yung mga numbers. Napakaganda ng ginawa ng tatlo.
I wonder if, you know, if we have an out-of-town game, let's say in Boracay, if Tim Con will still have to wear the long sleeves and necktie. Evidently, kahit saan tayo pumunta sa kahit anong panig ng bansa, Tim Con, the professional that he is, always intends to be in business attire.
Oo, at nahahawa na rin siyempre yung mga lahat ng kanyang staff.
Yan po ang ating buting governor dito sa Quezon, Rafi P. Nantes, hosting all of the teams here, Ginebra and Alaska. And of course, earlier today, naglaban naman ang Coca-Cola at Santa Lucia, pati na rin yung aming pangkat dito sa ABC Sports. Ang ating provincial governor, Rafi Nantes. Sinamahan siya ni the one, the only Skywalker, Samboy Live. And I believe his biceps are even bigger now than before.
You saw, pinapakita sa ating...
Grabe! Pinapakita sa atin ni Samboy. Hindi, ulitin niya. Sabi ni Rafi Rivas kay Artadi, ginulat mo kami. You surprised us. Ay, tara! This ball game ay... Not the best way to start a ball game, but it's a start nonetheless. So we welcome you to our out-of-town coverage. Both teams on a 2-game winning streak. Ibig sabihin po niyan, parehong nag-iinit ang dalawang kupunan. Pareho ding nais umangat sa ating team standings. Mark Kagiwa with a new look, no headband look.
Skinhead look.
Oh, no? Kakaiba, nakakapanibago. He normally plays with a headband in tow. Meantime, ito si Tony De La Cruz. Hugnatan on the move. Hugnatan with a stretch.
Decidido makuha yung first 2 points nito si Reynel Hugnatan para sa Alaska Aces. And why not? May libreng daan, may libreng kali kanina dun sa gitna ng Ginebra defense.
De La Cruz helping Alaska get the basketball. Ito si Carriazo. Carriazo to Miller. Open shot.
You see Alaska settling for that jump shot pero napakabilis nung baba nila. Willie Miller with a 10-footer, almost 90% from that angle siguro. Kung bibilangin mo lahat na tinira ni Miller na walang bantay.
Salvacion to Kagiwa. Kagiwa guarded by Carriazo. Kagiwa on the move and he scores! And you hear the roar from this crowd in Lucena. Big crowd on hand here to witness this ball game. Ito yung galaw ni Kagiwa.
One-on-one, mahirap talagang bantayan. May secondary defense coming from Sunny Thoughts, if I'm not mistaken, but it was too late. Early release on the shot of Mark Kagiwa gives him the 2 points.
Pero hindi na kompleto ni Kagiwa ang 3-point play. Ito, atake ni Carriazo. He will take 2. Picking up the foul from J.J. Helterbrand.
Ito naman si Jeffrey Carriazo, narinig yung pito, hindi naman yata talaga titira, but he went straight for the shot so that he will be awarded the 2 free throws. He's on the free throw line right now.
Jeffrey Carriazo, I love calling him the consummate pro. Yung kanyang standard of play, akalain mo hindi bumababa eh. His jump shot is as dependable as before.
Not only that, even the minutes played, parang tumataas pa nga. Almost 35 minutes a ball game. And he's defying probably father time.
Alam mo naman ginong 50 years old si Carriazo.
Ang hirap eh. Yung mga nauna sa atin maglaro, nandiyan pa rin. Wala na tayo. Nag-iiba na yung itsura ng...
may tawag dyan. Sour grapes. Eto. Miller. Pull up is no good. This is going to be a ball that will sail out of bounds.
Bale, nakaka-double header naman tayo kahit minsan-minsan.
Well, you know, with Jeffrey, every team he has played for, every stop he has had in the PBA, Kumbaga, walang marereklamo yung kanyang mga kupunan.
Especially his work ethic.
Here's Helterbrand for 3. No. Rebound. Ako, dapat kay Sunny toss na dapat yun. Kaya nabitawan niya. Pati si Carriazo, naki-eksena rin doon. And so Ginebra will keep the basketball with over 2 minutes having gone by. In the opening quarter, that's going to be last touch on Rivas.
Early on, you want to see the other players of the Barangay Ginebra squad at least try to score. No? Kanina nakikita natin si Helterbrand and Camilo very early, very aggressive dito sa offense.
A steal by Alaska. Here's toss against Mamaril. Carriazo, yes sir! The consummate pro.
Oh, 4 na puntos, unang pukol mula sa labas para kay Jeffrey Carriazo. Pasok, ano? Kanina naman na-foul siya, kaya he's got 4 points in the ballgame.
At 6 na ang lamang dito ng Alaska. Red hot start here by the Aces. Rivas laban kay Toss. And the ball ends up with Salvacion. 3 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Tira na to! Short.
That's what Alaska has in their minds right now, ano? To make this a half-court ball game of sorts, ano? Hindi sila lalaban dun sa one-on-one plays in open court against Helterbrand, Kagiwa, and of course later on Tubid and Salvacion. Kahit si Artadi, ano? At kaya gusto nila half-court na muna.
Oh, look out! Handa na akong protektahan tong aking partner dito dahil si Peter patalon na eh.
Nakataas na yung mga paa eh.
Ako, handa na akong pagtanggol tong aking kasama eh. Marami tayong bata sa likod dito. Gusto lang natin protektahan. Helterbrand gets his first 2 points of the ball game, cutting down Alaska's lead to 4. Watching opening quarter action between Alaska and Ginebra. Dito tayo sa Quezon Convention Center. And here's Salvacion on the move for 2.
Oh, Mark Kagiwa did a good job trying to screen off itong si Jeffrey Carriazo. Kaya naman napakadali nung ginawa ito Sunday Salvacion. Walk in the park.
Hugnatan. There was a block, but there was also contact underneath. Si Rivas ang tatawagan ng foul, is first personal. Second team foul laban sa Ginebra, sending Hugnatan to the line. By the way, our Supreme Court tonight, the Honorable Richard Batak, the Honorable Thronjiel Daba, and our Chief Justice is Mark Herrera, and of course, Tim Cohn in his customary business attire.
So far, so good para sa Alaska Aces. And nakikita natin different looks, Miko. Kanina nakikita natin si Jeffrey Carriazo, Willie Miller, and that backdoor play para kay Reynald Hugnatan. Alaska is going to all their options right now in the first quarter.
Here's Rivas. Rivas. Siya pa rin ang may tangan ng bola. Here's Kagiwa. Bago, shot block para sa Ginebra. Kagiwa, what will he do with the basketball? He fires and misses. Here's Miller. 4 ang lamang ng Alaska. Miller on the move. Kick out pass. Carriazo, he can't shoot. Carriazo turns and misses. Patuloy pa rin nag-aabol ang Ginebra dito in the opening quarter. At masyado malakas ang pasa para kay Billy Mamaril.
Now they're trying to get the ball to the teammates. Ito si JJ Helterbrand. As we saw the 4th turnover ng Barangay Ginebra Kings. Pero kanina pa tumitira ito si Helterbrand at saka si Kagiwa. You want to see other touches para sa different players ng red shirts tonight.
Here's Hugnatan. They will let Hugnatan shoot. Offensive rebound for Sunny Toss, and he will take 2. First personal laban kay Big Mama. At yan ang pangatlo laban sa Ginebra, sending the boss Santos on the line. First free throw is good.
It's an early substitution. Eric Menk coming into the ball game with to replace ito si Rafi Rivas, pero marami pang oras, ano? Dito wala pang 5 minutes, wala pang 6 minutes rather. It's an early substitution for Eric Menk to get his groove going dito sa first quarter of play. Probably go to him in the post. Wala nga nangyayari masyado dito sa offense ng Barangay Ginebra.
Kagiwa for 3. Six points ang lamang ng Alaska. Here's Miller on the move. Pinasa kay De La Cruz. De La Cruz, pull up, tough shot. It goes in! And Ginebra has no other recourse but to request for a timeout para mapigilan kahit pansamantala itong atake ng Alaska. Tough shot by De La Cruz, but it's nothing but net. Kaya ratsyada ang Alaska rito. Lamang sila 14-6 in the opening quarter. Kaya ratsyada ang Alaska rito. Lamang ito, naghanda talaga itong fan na to. Fast, furious, fearless, flying A. Lucena Stig. PBA, F4. Yan kanya F4. Fantastic 4 niya. Maganda yun. Tama. Ito, marami tayong mga kaibigan dito na sumugod sa Quezon Convention Center para suportahan yung kanilang mga idolo. And they're all witnessing this ball game between Ginebra and Alaska. By the way, Ginebra sila nakapula, Alaska nakaputi. Menk just checked in the ball game and he will score.
Very important for Ginebra is their inside points, ano? Points in the paint. Alam naman natin yung the fast and the furious gagawa ng marami, but you will have to have points inside.
TM3 for Willie Miller, and so the Aces, they're keeping Ginebra at bay.
Talagang ano, libre-libre yung tinira ni Miller.
Here's Mamaril. Menk, baseline. Yes, sir.
Bilis uminit ito si Eric Menk. 2 for 4 points already for the big man. Barangay Ginebra.
7 points pa rin ang lamang ng Alaska dito. Miller. Sumobra. Kagiwa with the rebound. Here's Kagiwa. Kagiwa on the move. Kagiwa, no. Here's Cortez. By the way, Cortez just checked in the ball game para sa Alaska. Here's Miller. Getaway.
Kakaiba yung mga reaction nila. No? The Barangay Ginebra players looking for a walk. Willie Miller looking for a foul. Nevertheless, he gets the 2 points para sa Alaska. 9-point lead.
At patuloy pa rin naghahabol ang Ginebra dito in the opening quarter. Here's Mamaril. Rebound para kay Santos. Tatakbo Alaska. Miller trying to go for the bullet pass. Last touch on Ginebra. At palitan ng tao dito. Sunday Salvacion comes out. And Mark Macapagal is joining the fray para sa Ginebra. Andiyan na rin si Ronald Tubid. Ferriols also checking in para dito sa Alaska. So a lot of new faces on the hard court. With under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. At yun, napunta sa bakuran ng kapitbahay yung bola. So, Ginebra regains possession here. They're trailing by 9 big points. Quick start here by Alaska. Here's Meng. Meng on the move. Bothered by Sunny Toss. The Cool Cat has the basketball. Cortez. Bilis talaga nitong si Ronald Tubit. And according to referee Richard Batak, last touch si Mike Cortez.
Pero nakikita natin yung Alaska trying to push early in this ball game. Ano? Ayan yan, lagi yung tone ng Barangay Ginebra. But right now, you can see Alaska opting to go for the quick retaliation pag nakakashoot itong Barangay Ginebra.
Here's Tubit. Somehow found a way to score against 3 defenders.
Too bad for Tubit. It was only 2 points. Ano? Napakahirap ng tinira.
Pero yung degree of difficulty napakataas. Backdoor play dapat para kay Tony De La Cruz. And is forced out of bounds.
The second time Alaska has gone to the play. Kanina nakakuha sila ng foul. Yung ginawa kay Hugnatan, this time it was hindi nga natuloy itong play na.
There was a block from behind by Mark Macapagal, but Richard Batak saw so much more. Kaya tatawagan ng first personal foul si Macapagal. Pangapat laban sa Ginebra, sending De La Cruz to the line.
Now, Miko, you might say that's good defense, partially good defense. Pero ang nangyari doon, naunahan nga ito si Macapagal ni Tony De La Cruz with a pump fake, kaya siya napakagat. Secondary defense na lang yan. But of course, you want the defender to be always in front of the player. Pero, siyempre, itong si Tony De La Cruz that far away from the basket, mapapatalon ka talaga pag nag-fake.
Big time banggaan between Mamaril and Friols. First personal laban kay Friols, pangalawa laban sa Alaska. Patuloy pa rin lumalamang ang Alaska dito with 3:16 remaining in the opening quarter. They go back to Mamaril with 8 to shoot. Here's Tubit. Malinaw na siya'y ginulo ni Mike Cortez. First personal laban kay Cortez. Pangatlo laban sa Alaska. Marahil naririnig yung si Coach Jong Wichigo telling his troops to send the ball inside of Eric Meng. Yan ang kanilang ginawa. Meng against Ferriols. Meng will score!
Good call. Galing kay Coach Jong Wichigo. Alam natin, narinig nga natin. Eric in the post. Bigyan na ng bola. Eric in the post. 6 points for Eric Meng.
Here's Bono. Ken Bono in the game for the first time. Hulking rookie para sa Alaska. Cortez, handoff. Ken Bono, sumobra. Tatabo Ginebra, look out! Mark Macapagal! Sinabayan ni Tony De La Cruz.
Now you have a feeling all Mark Macapagal wanted to do was to get to the free throw line. Ito na naman, ano? Talk about creating the contact. Almost too much contact for Mark Macapagal.
Mahirap kainin to. May oras pa. Back inside the Quezon Convention Center here in Lucena. 2.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. Para-parating ang mga nagiging eksena rito, kaya tuwan-tuwan, aliw na aliw ang ating mga kababayan dito sa Lucena. Pati na rin yung mga fans from nearby. Ginebra, galing nyo talaga, idol. Galing mga Lopezenyo, number 1 sa Quezon. Hindi magbabago Pero pag yung may dumaan, lumagsama ng lahar, ay pilit pa rin susuportahan. Yan ang dayata. Yan ang taos-pusong lumalaban para sa barangay. Mabuhay kayo. Kaya naman sila'y nagdagsaan dito. Bigyang suporta ang Ginebra. Itong kupunan na ito ay nagtatangkang umangat sa kanilang kinalalagyan sa ating team standings. Meantime, Mark Macapagal was fouled earlier by Tony De La Cruz. Mintis ang kanyang unang free throw.
It's going to be a split for Macapagal, whose playing time, of course, drastically dropped pagdating ng kanyang kasamang katukayong ito si Mark Kagewa, of course. But still a force to reckon with ito si Mark Macapagal, especially from the outside.
Here's Ferriols. Naku, nakita niya si Macapagal sa likod niya. Agad-agad, inatrasan.
Galing ng galaw ni Ferriols, inaatrasan muna, biglang fade away. No? Pero pag fade away niya, he's still 6 or 7 feet away only from the basket. As it will be a foul away from play.
Second personal against Ferriols. Alam na alam mo yung mga galaw ni Ferriols. Ito yata yung naatasan bumantay sa kanya nung araw. Here's Macapagal. Bitawan sa klasa. Helterbrand tries to save the ball. Medyo tinamaan pa nga si Mr. Gas Vargas. Buti na lang, trainer yan. Ingat, may ingat sa katawan. Meantime, here's Bono. Big boy Bono. Here's Cortez on the move, all the way.
That's a beautiful left-handed drive. Left-handed finish. Galing kay Mike Cortez. Ang hirap sa palpalin, Nico. Ginamit talaga yung dulo-dulo ng board.
We'll take a very good look at this battle between Ferriols and Eric Meng as Rivas scores underneath. Grabe ang tulakan sa pagitan ni Meng at ni Ferriols. Something we will look at closely throughout the remainder of this game. 1 minute remaining dito sa opening quarter. Here's De La Cruz. Turn around. Rebound para kay Rivas. Here's Helterbrand. Inabot kay Tubit. Tubit. Bounce pass niya. Diretso sa mga kamay ni Miller. 3-on-2 break. And here's Cortez. Miller. De La Cruz. And he will miss. Miller will score. 10-point lead for Alaska.
Yes, walang secondary defense na bumaba para sa Barangay Ginebra. Alam mong kung meron sanang bumaba na redshirt, baka napigilan yung second try itong si Willie Miller.
Pangatlo na to, laban kay John Ferriols. Napapakabot na lang itong si Ferriols. He will send Rafi Rivas to the free throw line. Penalty na po ang Alaska dito. Hindi nung balasan nito. Palit ng mga baraha.
Buti yung Barker natin, medyo mahaba-haba ang kanyang breath, ano? Kung hindi, baka kinapuset sa dami nung pinalitan. New players on the floor.
Sa dami, hindi ko na babagitin. Tignan nyo na lang. Dahil paubos na ang oras dito sa opening quarter. Here's Laure who just checked in the ball game. Here's Carriazo from the left side. And who gets the ball? Oh, muntik na namang lapitan dun si Willie Marshall. Ang dami nagka-courtesy call kay Willie. Too big for 3, no go. And Carriazo has the ball. 2 seconds to go. Naagaw ni Rivas. Meg at the buzzer! At dyan magtatapos ang ating opening quarter from Lucena. Red hot start by the Alaska Aces. Kaya naghahabol ang Ginebra at the end of the opening quarter. 27-17. Yan ang ating score at the end of the first quarter. Atid sa inyo ng San Miguel Beer Pale Pilsen, ang beer na walang katulad. And we're back inside the Quezon Convention Center sa pagpapatuloy ng ating out-of-town coverage. Dito sa Lucena, labanang Alaska at Ginebra. Atin sa inyo ng ABC Sports. Miko Halili kasama si Peter Martin, bringing you all the action here in the first half. We open the second quarter with Alaska on top 27-17.
At paalala natin kung ano nangyari dito sa first meeting itong dalawang teams. Nanalo ang Alaska 103-92. A game which was played more than a month ago, October 31. Pero it's a different story now. Nandito na si Eric Meck, nandito na si Mark Kagiwa.
Naalat pa rin itong Ginebra from the field. Here's Cortez. Big boy Bono has the basketball. Bono still has the ball with nowhere to go. Pumasok pero hindi counted. He was dancing with the wrong set of shoes.
That was a mismatch on weight. Ano? Kita mo, natutulak talaga ito si
he was throwing his weight around. In fact, yung ano ng Alaska, yung kanilang team to eat na Kinyahan and Bono, the heavyweights. Kasama si Cortez, Laure, and Carriazo. Physical backward battle here between Artadi and Cortez. Oh wow, what a getaway by Cortez. Here's Carriazo. Yes sir!
You have to credit half that point para kay Mike Cortez. Ano gumawa talaga ng sitwasyon? Splitting the double team, splitting the middle, and giving the easy 2 points para kay Jeff Carriazo.
Rebound para kay Laure. Patuloy pa rin nag-iinit itong Alaska sa ating laro. And Kinyan will miss. Here's Kagiwa. Still a 10-point ball game here in the first half in favor of Alaska. Kagiwa. Tubin. Spins and misses. He's going to get some points for style. That looked good. Here's Cortez. Shooting over Artadi. TM3 for the Coolcat. Not the best way to start a quarter if you're Ginebra. Lalo na't pag ikay naghahabol. And if you're Alaska, boy, it's all systems go for the Aces here. At natagdagan na yung kanilang kalamangan, 32-19. Mike Cortez, quick as a cat, cool as ice. At the Quezon Convention Center, Alaska still red hot here in the first half, led by the red hot Jeffrey Carriazo. TM3, satid sa inyo ng bagong TM Discarte SIM, 30 pesos lang, may bagong diskarte ka na. Score natin 32-19 in favor of Alaska. Kagiwa, floater, no. Last touch on Kagiwa.
Still no points from the outside, Miko. 0 out of 6 from beyond the arc para sa Barangay Ginebra. At of course, itong Alaska naman, naka 6 points na sila. And a 2 out of 7 shooting, one by Miller and the other by Cortez.
Here's Kinyan. Inabot kay Miller. Miller fires. Challenged by Kagiwa. Nearly 3 minutes having gone by here in the second quarter. Tubin to Rivas. And now they swing it over to Kagiwa on the right side. They go to Big Mama at the post. Big Mama against Baby Shaq. And Mamaril sends it over to Tubin who 5 to shoot. Titira na si Artadi dito. Yes, sir!
Uy. Apat na ang puntos ni Artadi, both from 16 to 18 feet away. That's good news para sa Barangay Ginebra.
That's good news for Paul Artadi.
To be more specific.
May pad si Tubid. Winasiwas ni Jeffrey Carriazo. Meantime, Tubid sits down and Sandy Salvacion reports back for duty. So, ang unit on the court para kay Coach Jong Wichigo, Artadi, Rivas, Mamaril, Kagiwa, and Salvacion. Here's Salvacion against Laure. 8.5 remaining in the second quarter. Artadi goes to Kagiwa. Kagiwa for 3. Ginebra really groping for form, especially with regards to their perimeter game.
Well, nagiging problema para sa Barangay Ginebra is their lack of an offensive threat dun sa poste, no? Kaya they're just a perimeter team right now, looking for their shots, groping for their shots from the outside.
In other words, opposing teams have no pressing reason to go in a zone.
Sag a bit on the defense. Kaya wala naman talagang post threat. As of today, of course, you know that Eric Meng, one way or another, will be a threat. Pero yan ang kailangan gawin.
And that's how tight things are inside.
That's going to be the first foul on J.R. Kinyan, trying to block the shot netong si Mark Kagiwa. And of course, Alaska has been always prideful, so to speak. Mataas ang pride nila pagdating sa half-court defense nila. Still, 1 out of 6, amigo, from the free throw line itong Barangay Ginebra. And of course, Alaska making the most out of the situation. 8 out of 8 from the free throw line.
2 misses by Kagiwa. Very uncharacteristic, but he will have one more try here. Karoon ng lane violation against Alaska.
Hindi po 2 out of 3 ang ang ating rules, ha. Lane violation ang nangyari.
Wala pa rin. 4 straight misses para sa Ginebra. Kagiwa for 3. Wala pa rin. 5 straight misses.
They're getting the looks, Biko. Hindi naman talaga bad choice of shots. They're getting the looks, hindi lang pumapasok.
Here's Laure. Rebound para kay Kagiwa. Kagiwa ngayon magmamadali. Kagiwa nagbabanta. Pinuntahan. Salvacion inside. Big Mama. Yes, sir.
That's one of the easiest inside points para sa Barangay Ginebra. But still, meron pa rin token defense in the hands of Eddie Laure. Only his first 2 points for Billy Mamaril.
Wala pa rin ang Alaska. 32-23. Missed by Miller. Battle for the basketball. Nanalo si Laure. Laure outside of Miller. And lots of time to shoot here para sa Alaska. We are in the second quarter of play. Bola ngayon na kay Carriazo. Carriazo on the move. Back pass. Laure. Laure stretch. Laure. Teka, may nanulak dito. Looks like it's Mamaril. Second person na laban kay Mamaril. First team foul here in the second quarter para sa Ginebra. Here's Ognatan, loses the ball. Ito na, Kagiwa. 3-on-2 break. Makapagal. Helterbrand for 2.
And we know that they can score in the open court. At syempre, kung ikaw ang Barangay Ginebra, you try to make those opportunities work for you.
Pero lamang pa rin ang Alaska dito as Laure misses. Bola makukuha ni Tos. Bagong shot clock para sa Alaska. They're on top by 7 points as we near the halfway mark of the second quarter. Carriazo with a miss. And Ginebra is on the run. Here comes Makapagal. Just could not handle the pass. Napalakas yung pasa ni J.J. Helterbrand. Probably got too excited.
Oo, muntik na, no? Pag na-deliver lang yung pass kay Makapagal, it would have been a walk in the park. Pero wala. Bumababa pa rin itong Alaska, no? Pag nagkakaroon sila ng turnovers or off the rebounds, Alaska is quick, no? They know and they are weary of the fast-breaking style of Ginebra.
Alam na alam ni Carriazo that the contact is coming. At si Helterbrand ang tatawagan ng foul is second personal. You know, we were talking about Jeffrey Carriazo earlier in the game. He's a consummate pro and lahat ng kupunan ng kanyang pinaglaruan, you know, he's really given his all. I understand you played with him.
Oh.
And I had the chat with him once and sabi nga niya, that was the low point of his career, no, when he had to play alongside you and Richard Del Rosario. No? If yun, gusto niya kalimutan. Eh. Really, he had to really lower his standards. No, para.
Because in practice, he was coming off the bench because of me.
Yun daw talaga, yun ang kanyang dark years.
If you got past that,
takot daw siya baka makawa sa inyo ni Richard. Okay, back to the ball game. Here's Dos at the high post. Inabot kay Carriazo. Yes, sir!
And that's coming off the play. 10 points for Jeffrey Carriazo, but that's really off the play of the triangle offense that Alaska has been has been doing for the past 10 years.
Here's Tubid. Hosting up Cortez. Lipad si Cortez. Mintis naman si Tubid. Kita mo naman si Carriazo. Nakaribad. Nakaluhod na. Nakuha pa yung bola.
It's a battle underneath, especially if Billy Mamaril is battling for the rebound. Ayan, he's gonna get his third personal foul. Bad news para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Third personal against Mamaril. And that's why Eric Menk is quickly dispatched to the scorer's table. They'll have to wait though. Bola ngayon na kay Hugnatan laban kay Salvacion. Hugnatan, I give Hugnatan the advantage here. And Hugnatan will score!
Kaya napakahirap i-scout din itong player na si Hugnatan who's got his 6th point in the ball game. If he's on the right side of the floor, he's gonna go right. If he's on the left side, he's gonna go left. So it's really walang strength, walang strong point itong si Hugnatan talagang kung saan niya tayo pumunta dun sa
wala yung jump hook ni Mamaril. Rebound for Toss. At dahan-dahan na naman lumalayo ang Alaska dito. Here's Hugnatan banging into two walls. And Sonny Toss scooting from nowhere to get the rebound. Kaya't bola pa rin ang Alaska. Here's Miller. Carriazo, look out! Obra. Helterbrand scanning the floor habang nagkakabol ng Ginebra dito sa second quarter. Pasa para kay Mamaril na agaw. Here's Miller on the move. All the way for two!
Talk about upper body strength, Nico. The adjustment in the air. Of course, you will see again. There's the bump, galing kay J.J. Helterbrand. Of course, the reigning MVP will not be denied the 2 points. 11 points in the ball game and counting for Willie Miller.
But he fails to complete the three-point play. Perhaps more importantly, nakuha niya yung third personal foul ni J.J. Helterbrand. So pareho na si Mamaril at si Helterbrand, both starters, with 3 personal fouls apiece. Menk begging for the ball. Ito, Helterbrand, pinasa kay Tubid. Tubid umatake. Outside, Helterbrand, no go. Bola natapik. Napunta kay Hugnatan. Tatakbo si Miller. Miller against Makapagal. Miller, sidestep, beauty. Kapos. But he will take 2. Second personal laban kay Makapagal. Penalty na ang Ginebra. Down by 15 big points.
You mentioned earlier, it was Miko, Willie Miller is the most prolific scorer or top scorer ng ating conference. Of course, and to play beside Miller, Cortez, At saka ito si Carriazo, no? Ang ganda ng combination nitong Alaska.
Trayo alas.
Oo.
30-second timeout for Ginebra. Kailangan nilang mag-usap dito. Iniiwan na sila ng Alaska dito sa second quarter. Napatahimik tuloy yung kanilang mga taga-suporta dito sa sa Lucena. 3:22 remaining. It's been all Alaska. And it all started in that opening quarter.
Of course, in the opening quarter, doon nakita yung tempo ng Alaska. No? It's been hard for the Barangay Ginebra Kings to come with some sort of a half-court offensive set dahil napakaganda ng ginagawa ng Alaska sa half-court. The fast breaks have been few and far between para sa Barangay Ginebra Kings.
And we thank our gracious hosts here in Lucena for welcoming the PBA with open arms. Samantala, bola na kay Tubit coming off a Ginebra timeout. At nag-suicide mission na dun si Ronald Tubit. Si Cortez ang tatawagan ng foul. Yan ang kanyang pangalawang personal foul.
Kita mo naman ito, si Tubit gumawa na lang ng paraan no? Nothing really going offensively for this team, Barangay Ginebra. And of course, Tubit will try from the line. Still nothing. 1 out of 8, Miko.
Sa wakas, nakapuntos din itong Ginebra. Halos 4 na minuto silang hindi nakapuntos. Tuluyan sila naghahabol dito. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Ito, Hugnatan. Loses the ball. Artadi with the basketball. Kid Lightning on the move. Kid Lightning still has the ball. Pinasa kay Tubit. And Tubit sends it back to Artadi and Aro Kagiwa. 50 na shoot para sa Ginebra. Kagiwa attacks. Kagiwa will miss. Galit na galit ngayon ang bench ng Alaska. Galit na galit. Akala mo yung New Year at sabay-sabay nagtatatalon. Something I've been doing for the past 30 plus years. And it's still not working. Okay, time out muna tayo lamang ang Alaska. Bilis Back inside the Quezon Convention Center. 2:43 remaining in the second quarter. Ito po yung nangyari kanina. Mark Kagiwa on the attack. And Ginebra is claiming that, somebody from Alaska touched that basketball. Ang sinasabi naman ng Alaska, walang nakahawak niya kundi si Kagiwa lang. Kaya nagkaroon ng reaction yung Alaska bench at sabay-sabay sila nagtalunan. Akala mo yung New Year. Malapit na New Year. Malapit na pala.
Pero hindi na rin kailangan magtalo na. Napakatangkad nitong Alaska Aces.
Hindi naman totoo yun As I mentioned, 30 plus years I've been jumping during New Year. It doesn't work. Kulang lang talaga ako sa vitamin. Okay, here's Tubit. Tubit. Pinasa kay Artadi. Yes, sir! Nakakatatlong jump shot na itong si Paul Artadi. Finally, finding his jump shot here in the PBA.
At baka gustuin din ni Artadi lahat ng laro ganapin dito sa Lucena.
Probably need more of those jump shots if they wish to get back in this ball game. 2:20 to go in the first half. Bola na kay Cortez. Binili kay Miller. Miller inside toss. Toss against Tubit. Tutulong si Meng. And Toss will score.
Ganda talaga ng offense ng Alaska, like clockwork. Ano? You know that they know their spots, they know their roles, and it's like they're just going through the motions of doing it. Pero they're really successful in
That was an age-old UE play that they wanted to do. Hindi na nakascore doon si Tubit. Bagsak si Artadi. Play continues. Here's Cortez. 40 to shoot para sa Alaska. They're on top, 44-28. Miller. De La Cruz for 3. Yes, sir! TM3 for the man in perpetual motion.
7 points in the ball game para kay Tony De La Cruz. Ayan na naman, ano, Rico, yung offense ng Alaska. You see the options. Everyone gets a chance. And everyone's scoring right now.
Hindi naman makasagot si Gagiwa. Lumobo na bigla itong lamang ng Alaska. Boy, mabuti na lang itong si Artadi has been the man of the moment para sa Ginebra. Now with 8 points off the bench.
At saka 4 out of 4 from the field.
From the outside. As De La Cruz at courts. Rebound para kay Ming. 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Kid Lightning on the move. And he loses the ball. He was trying to fish for a foul. No dice. Eto, Miller. Shake and bake. Hugnatan. Nag-aarap papasahan. Biglang inabot kay Miller with 14 on the shot clock. Less than a minute to go in the first half. And Sonny Toss will score.
That was a mismatch underneath. Ano? Ronald Tubit could not do anything. He's giving away around 7 to 8 inches in height. But you have to also credit Sonny Toss. So ganda ng moving without the ball.
At nakumpleto ni Toss ang 3-point play. Tubit, by the way, was tagged with his first personal foul. Hindi naman nasa penalty ang Ginebra. 20 puntos ang kabante ng Alaska. The time winding down in the second quarter. Here's Artadi. Kagiwa. Baseline. No go! Here's Hugnatan. 3-on-2 break. And De La Cruz will miss. And then gets the basketball for Ginebra. Here's Tubit. 2-on-2. Tubit! Yes, sir! 5 points para kay Tubit. Ginebra is in the penalty, so they cannot give up a foul here. 9 seconds to go in the first half. And as expected, Miller has the basketball with time winding down. 3 seconds to go. Miller goes to Hugnatan for 3. Almost, but not quite. Diyan magtatapos ang first half, dominated by the Alaska Aces, leading by as many as 20 points. At matatapos ang first half with Alaska on top by 18. 50-32. Yan ang San Miguel Beer quarter score. At sa inyo na San Miguel Beer Pale Pilsen, ang beer na walang katulad. Miller goes to Hugnatan for three. Almost, but not quite. Diyan magtatapos ang first half dominated by the Alaska Aces, leading by as many as 20 points. At matatapos ang first half with Alaska on top by 18. 50-32. Yan ang San Miguel Beer quarter score. At sa inyo na San Miguel Beer Pale Pilsen, ang beer na walang katulad.
This portion is brought to you by the new Petron XCS Complete Combustion System. Fuel your drive.
Back inside the Quezon Convention Center para sa ating halftime report. Laban ng Ginebra at Alaska. Lamang ang Alaska 50-32. Dominating first half performance here for the Aces against Ginebra. So dito sa Lucena, karamihan dito, we're hoping for Ginebra to dominate the first half. Kabalagtiran ang nangyari. And so Alaska, these are two teams on winning streaks, but Alaska seems to be the hotter team between these two squads.
Well, actually, Alaska's been playing better in both departments. Defense, mas maganda nilalaro nila. On offense, you saw them work the ball around, and of course, magaganda yung nangyayari, no? Yung end play ng Alaska. And yung Ginebra naman, hindi naman makadominate dun sa fast-breaking style of play because they cannot stop Alaska in the half court. The only reason why Ginebra can do that is if they can get the rebounds, defensive rebounds, tsaka outlet kagad, pero hindi pa nangyayari yun sa first half of play.
And we have numbers to support the arguments of my partner here, Peter Martin, mga vital statistics from the first half of play.
Isa pa sa mga problema ng Barangay Ginebra, they have been, well, wala pa nga sila nasa score pala dito from the three-point field goal region. 0 out of 10, ano, yung Alaska 25%, and of course yung free throws, ano? So bad shooting day para sa Barangay Ginebra, only 2 out of 9 from the free throws. And of course the points of turnovers of still Alaska, and more turnovers pa rin para sa Barangay Ginebra, kaya naman 18 puntos ang lamang nitong Alaska Aces in the first half.
At ito pa, more numbers to show why Alaska dominated the first half. I mean, you're happy for Artadi, but if you're a Ginebra fan, malaki problema nyo when Artadi is your leading scorer and when you have Kagiwa going 1 out of 11 from the field and 0 out of 3 from the free throw line.
Yan ang problema, no? Missing itong si even Helterbrand and Kagiwa, wala dyan sa picture sa scoring. Sa kabila naman, the usual suspects, Miller and Carriazo. Of course, Cortez is also one of the usual suspects para sa Alaska, pero hindi pa pumuputok. But they still have the commanding 18-point lead. So all systems go for Alaska in this first half.
At ang totoo niyan, there are 6 players on the Alaska side who have at least 5 points in the first half. That is a balanced attack para sa Alaska.
Well, ang nangyayari nga doon sa Alaska, they're working the triangle to all their options. So ang nangyayari naman sa Barangay Ginebra, they're getting a little impatient because of their shooting woes, ano? So you see a couple of hurried shots, mga forced shots, but that's not supposed to happen in the second half, especially if there's still 24 minutes to play para sila makabalik dito sa second half.
And that was your Petron XCS halftime report.
This portion was brought to you by the new Petron XCS Complete Combustion System. Fuel your drive.
Welcome to the second half of play between Alaska and Ginebra. Muli po, Ginebra sila naka-fighting red. Ang Alaska naman immaculate white. At naghahabol po ang Ginebra sa pagsimula ng ating second half of play.
Very interesting kung anong klaseng adjustments ang gagawin itong Ginebra team. One of the adjustments is moving without the ball at hindi na kay Kagiwa yung bola to start with, but he is the recipient of a good pass underneath the basket galing kay Sunday Salvacion. Only 4 points, Miko, you mentioned earlier. Only 2 points, first 2 points para sa Ginebra galing kay Kagiwa.
Oh, Kagiwa struggled mightily in that first half. Here's Carriazo. Bangga-bangga sa loob. And a furious battle for the rebound. And they'll call it jump.
That has been their problem, Miko, in the first half kanina. No? Yung good defense for 23 seconds and then the ball would bounce in Alaska's way. Hindi nila mako-collar yung rebound and another chance for Alaska. At eto na naman ang nangyari.
Turnover, laban sa Alaska. Here's Artadi. Kid Lightning on the move all the way for two! Sometimes he's even too fast for our cameras to catch. Napakabilis naman. Itong si Paul Anthony Artadi.
And look at it again. Ano? Nandyan naman yung defense ng Alaska nakababa. 2, 3, 4 Alaska white shirts. And it's a 1-on-4 situation, but sometimes mas maganda na hindi nag-iisip. Dire-diretso ka na lang.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Meaning to say, no hesitation.
No hesitation.
Ang problema, wala rin tinamaan yung free throw.
Dapat jump shot niya.
Yun na lang. Napangiti na lang itong si Artadi. Nevertheless, at least nabawasan naman niya itong abante ng Alaska. Still a 50-36 lead in the early goings of the third quarter. Sanitos, kinuyog. Nowhere to go. Artadi with a steal. Kid Lightning on the move. He steps on the gas. Here's Kid Lightning. He's going to go all the way. No!
Everything but the shot. Nakita mo, nakalusot na ito si Artadi. Just couldn't finish with his left.
As the song goes, sayang na sayang lang.
Naman, 1, 2 players. Ano?
Libre na.
Pang-dyaryo na yung layup. Hindi pa rin pumasok. Menk doing a good job keeping the ball alive, and clearly it's Ginebra ball.
Pero nabubuhayan itong atake ng Ginebra, pati rin yung ating Lucena crowd ay nabibigyan ng pag-asa na makabalik itong Ginebra sa ating laro. Still a 14-point lead here for Alaska. Artadi has been the man of the moment here. Jump shot on the way, not that time.
Alaska is still scoreless in this third quarter.
Over 2 minutes having gone by in the third period. Carriazo on the right side. They will swing it over to De La Cruz. Babalik kay Miller. Miller back to De La Cruz. De La Cruz, where is he going? Pumunta kay Carriazo with 4 to shoot inside. Sanitos. Naagaw ni Eric Menk. Here's Artadi once again. Nakatingin kay Kagiwa. Bounce pass to Kagiwa. Kagiwa will fire and will miss. At patuloy pa rin inaalat si Mark the Spark Kagiwa kasing alat ng longganisang lukban.
Pero totoo yun, yung only basket niya dito sa second half kasi tutukan na
isa ba? Well, you can't really keep a good scorer down.
He will find ways to put that basket into the hoop. 6 points for Mark Kagiwa and counting.
And the lead of Alaska down to 12. Here's Carriazo. Naagaw. Here's Artadi. Ay, naagaw ni Carriazo. Counter steal. Tough break. Here's Carriazo. Goes up without a basketball and the foul is spotted by Art Herrera. Second person na laban kay Rives, and there is an argument here. Are they going to give 2 free throws? I believe they are.
But apparently the adjustment in the third quarter nito si Coach Jong Wichiko as he's asking for, sabi niya pass ball daw bakit binibigyan si Jeffrey Carriazo ng 2 free throws. Ayan. Wala naman yung ano ba inaangal natin, Coach? Mintis naman yung first free throw, and of course you see Coach Tim Cone sa kabila. Pero magandang adjustment ni Coach Jong Wichiko, si 2-3 defense niya. Ilang beses na siyang nakakuha.
Oh, 2 misses.
Ng turnovers galing sa Alaska dun sa 2-3 defense niya.
Here's Kagiwa inside. Mink attacks, loses the ball, but a whistle is blown. First person na laban kay Hugnatan, yan ang pangalawa laban sa Alaska. Still in the early moments of the third quarter, Salvacion, hesitation move. At napalipad doon si Sunday Salvacion. Back-to-back fouls on Reynel Hugnatan.
At yan naman ang ginagawa ng Barangay Ginebra kanina. 0 out of 10 in the first half dun sa beyond the arc. Of course, inaalat nga, kagaya na sinabi mo, yung kanilang perimeter shooting. But this is what they have to do, is to go strong to the basket and hope that their free throw shooting in the second half will be better than it was in the first.
You were saying?
A split galing kay Sunday Salvacion.
Mariaso on the right side. 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Lamang pa rin ang Alaska sa ating ball game. Here's Miller. He goes left. Fall away, baby. No go. Kapik ng bola. Wala pa rin. Nagliparan ng mga katawan doon. The ball will fly out of bounds. It will stay with Alaska. Some changes in the lineup here. Carriazo and De La Cruz will sit down. Ferriols and Cortez are back on the hard court. Over 8 minutes remaining in the third period. Now pass. Saritos. Ay! Unlucky break. Pero nakuha ni Ferriols ang offensive rebound. So, bagong shot lang para sa Alaska. Cool Cat with a basketball against Artadi. And now Toss. Sends it over to Hugnatan with 12 to shoot. Hugnatan to Ferriols. Face up against Mink. Double team. Miller goes right. Fire, scores! That is patience.
Oh. 15 points para kay Willie Miller.
And so it's back to a 52-39 lead for Alaska. That's a Sunday special.
That is the first TM3 na galing sa Barangay Ginebra, and the first, of course, obviously for Sunday Salvacion.
Here's Toss outside Miller. Miller fakes. Miller drives. Runner off the glass.
Eto na, nakakaramdam na si Willie Miller ng Miller time. 17 points in the ball game. At alam natin, once he goes in that mode, he will attack, and most of the time he is successful.
Kagiwa with a runner. And that will keep Ginebra within shouting distance. Kagiwa with 8 points, but he is struggling today. At ito, yung ginawa ni Mark the Spark Kagiwa, trying his best to keep Ginebra in the ball game here in Lucena. We're back here inside a Quezon Convention Center. As you're looking at Sunday Salvacion, TM3 sa tinsa nyo ng bagong TM Discarte SIM. 30 pesos lang, bagong diskarte ka na. Totoo niya, naghahanap ng diskarte ang Ginebra rito para tuluyang makabalik sa ating laro. Ang kanilang pinakamatinding problema, paano pipigilin si Thriller Miller?
Oo, naghahanap na ng sariling puntos ito si Willie Miller. Well, you know, most of the game, they will run the triangle, and if nothing really goes on, you know that the one-on-one capacities nitong si Willie Miller ay sobra talaga. Ano? It takes more than one person to stop him.
Sometimes 5 is not enough.
On a good day.
Oh. Here's Ugnatan. Hounded by Salvacion. 7 to shoot para sa Alaska. Miller time na naman to. Steal by Artadi. Artadi on the ball. Artadi is fouled, and that's going to be a flagrant foul. Penalty 1. Ganun po kabilis si Paul Artadi. Kailangan ng hablutin. Kailangan ng sabitan sa kanyang uniforme para lang matigil.
So that's going to be free throws. That's a flagrant 1. Okay, that's 2 free throws plus ball possession para sa Barangay Ginebra.
And Paul Artadi just made the first free throw. Remember earlier, kapos yung kanyang bonus free throw kanina. Second free throw on the way. Parang every outside shot ni Artadi, it's suspense theater. Everyone at the edge of their seats. 9-point ball game here in Lucena. Artadi, step back, no go. He was actually open earlier, hesitated. Ito na, Miller. The man, Ginebra, wants to stop. Ugnatan is promptly shadowed by Salvacion. 12 to shoot. Miller has the ball. They want to clear it out for Miller. Toss getting ready to provide a brick wall. Miller goes to Ugnatan. Sinubukan bukutin. Sanitos will score off the glass.
9 points para kay Sanitos, pero yun yung nangyayari para sa Barangay Ginebra. They cannot collar that defensive rebound. Ano? Ito sana ng depensa nila. Hindi nila natatapos.
Here's Bank. This tip-in is good.
Nahaba ng kamay niya to si Rafi Rivas with a put back 4 points for Rafi Rivas in the ballgame.
That's why we call him long, tall Rafi Rivas. Under 6 minutes to go in an eventful third quarter. Ito, Cortez on the right side. Cortez for 3. No dice. Ugnatan with the rebound. Nanggulo dun si Artadi. Ang bola napunta kay Cortez. Nanggulo si Kagiwa pero napunta kay Miller. Here's Cortez on the move. Slicing through. Paksak si Cortez. Reverse layup is good for Reyna Ugnatan.
So ganun, ano, kahit lumarali na itong Barangay Ginebra, Alaska will just play their set offense, cool and composed, and they still have an 11-point lead.
Meantime, here's Rivas. Under 6 minutes to go in the third period. Rivas to Menk. Menk to Artadi. Yes, sir! Wait, you know, Artadi is actually playing the game of his life here. With, I believe he has 5 jump shots connected in this ball game alone. Perhaps more than his jump shot total with pure foods for the past 2 or 3 years.
Not only that, he's the only player in double figures para sa Barangay Ginebra. So they're going to him 6 out of 9, 6 out of 10.
You know, Artadi is probably going to bring home 1 truckload of Lokban Longganisa para lang mauwi yung kanyang outside shooting buenas. Pero lamang pa rin ang Alaska dito, 60-49. Here in the third quarter with under 5 minutes to go. And we have this timeout. Our gracious host, the good governor of the Quezon Province, Governor Rafael B. Nantes. Rafi, Golf Rafi, ang tawag sa kanya ng kanyang constituents.
Enjoying the game tonight. Of course, still a 11-point lead para sa Alaska.
J.R. Aquino is inserted in the ball game for the first time. 8 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Here's Kagiwa. Triple team. Here's Helterbrand. Helterbrand scores. It's been a while since we've seen Helterbrand. Dahil sa ganda ng nilalaro ni Paul Artadi.
Oo, ngayon lang talaga pinasok dito sa third quarter ito si JJ Helterbrand. And maganda yung ginawang play ng Ginebra, no? They move the ball around.
Well, Alaska is certainly moving that ball around. Oh, steal by Cortez from an unsuspecting Mark Kagiwa, and he got the reverse layup. Every time kakatok ng pinto ang Ginebra, gagawin ng Alaska, they double barrel the door.
Oo, may sagot lagi.
Oh, here's Kagiwa, sidestep, top shot, and he will take two.
First personal foul on the rookie, Ken Bono.
Pero penalty na ang Alaska dito sa third quarter.
Tuloy pa rin, ano? Free throw shooting woes. Ito si Mark Kagiwa, 0 out of 4. 1 out of 5 from the free throw line para kay Mark Kagiwa. Very uncharacteristic, ano?
Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 10 puntos ang abante ng Alaska. Bola na kay Cortez and out of Bono. Big boy Bono for 3. Not quite. Ito na, Helter Brand. Nakatingin kay Kagiwa. Binigay nga kay Kagiwa. Kagiwa pull up is no good. J.R. Aquino with an offensive rebound. Here's Kagiwa for 3. Yes, sir! Kagiwa telling Art Herrera, somebody hit my arm.
Pero nakita mo niyo yung coaching staff ng Barangay Ginebra.
Baba ka down. Almost a steal there. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 7 points ang inaabol ng Ginebra. Here's Ferriols. Ferriols extricating himself. J.R. Aquino with the retrieval. Ito na si Kagiwa. Kagiwa stops, pops, and misses. Pero bumagsak. Bumagsak. Uy, teka. I think they're going to call a flagrant. I think they'll call a flagrant foul against Carriazo.
Flagrant foul, penalty 1, number 22, Jeffrey Carriazo is second personal.
And here we see again in the replay, it's a one-on-one situation, Carriazo versus Kagiwa. Ayun, nag-extend ng paa. Itong si Jeffrey Carriazo, kaya naman natawagan siya ng flagrant foul, penalty 1, which means again, Miko, free throws and ball possession para sa Barangay Ginebra. All the opportunities to come back into the ball game. But sad enough, sadly, you know, 1 out of 6.
Pati si Ronald Tubit tumitingin sa atin eh. Wondering what's going on. Hindi rin namin alam eh.
1 out of 7, Miko.
Pihira to. Hindi kaya, no? You have Paul Artadi shooting well from the outside and you have Kagiwa struggling from the line. Very strange. Rebound para kay Ferriols. It's like Richard Del Rosario hitting a 3-point shot na mahirap paliwanag. Pang Twilight Zone. Bono with a miss. Talbog ang bola palabas. It will go to Ginebra.
Again, Alaska are getting the shots they want. It just isn't falling dito sa third quarter of play.
7 points ang inahabol dito ng Ginebra with close to 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Helter Brand against Cortez. 7 to shoot. Helter Brand fires and misses. Rivas saves the ball outside Tubit. Tubit way outside and now to Big Mama. Kick ball against Alaska. So under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Patuloy pa rin naghahabol dito ang Ginebra.
It's only a 7-point lead, Miko, pero yung mintis ng Ginebra from the free throw is already 13.
Here's Aquino. Back to Helter Brand. Helter Brand now to Aquino. Aquino makes his move. Aquino bobbled. He's in trouble. Here's Big Mama. And he will miss. Ang bola nakuha ni... who gets it? Who gets it? Nakuha ni Junjun Cabato. And a near steal by Helter Brand. Bagsak naman si Carriazo. Teka muna. Bagsakan mga player dito. At nakatawag ng timeout. nakahingi ng timeout si Jeffrey Carriazo. A 30-second timeout for Alaska with 1 minute and 27 remaining in the third quarter. Lamang pa rin ang Alaska dito, 62-55.
Kanina, pinapakita natin yung statistics ng players, ng tatlong players. So, si Carriazo, si Miller, and si Cortez, ano? So, on any given night, ano? 2 out of the 3 lang pumutok dyan, Nico. Mahirap nang talunin itong Alaska Aces.
And we say hello to all of you mula rito sa Lucena. Lalong-lalo na yung mga nanonood ng PBA sa Holy Family Village, Bagong Bayan, Taguig. So patuloy aksyon dito sa ating third period. At least here in the remaining moments of third quarter. Agaw na naman para sa Ginebra. Tubid zigzagging and he loses the ball. Recovered by J.R. Aquino. Tubid inside Meng. Natapik ang pasa. Cortez going behind the back. Cortez pa rin may tangan ng bola. Ferriols will score on the reverse.
Counter fast break na nangyari doon para sa Alaska Aces. Ferriols hits his 6th point in the ball game at lumaki na naman ng lamang to 9 points.
Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Here's Meng. Meng against Kinyahan. Meng sandwiched. Here's Mamaril. Jump hook. Last touch on Alaska. Tubid will step out. Mark Kagiwa re-enters the ball game. 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Here's Kagiwa.
Nakaw.
Napakabilis naman nun.
Probably the easiest 2 points of
for Mark Kagiwa. Oh, I agree. Back to a 7-point ball game. Lamang pa rin ang Alaska. 12 to shoot for the Aces with 30 remaining in the third quarter. Ferriols! Nice shot. Open shot for John Ferriols. Balik na naman sa 9 points ang abante ng Alaska. You know, every punch Ginebra has unleashed, Alaska has always had a counter. 9 seconds to shoot for Ginebra. 10 seconds remaining in the third period. Kagiwa for 3. Yes, sir! TF3 for Marcus Spark Kagiwa. 4 seconds to go. Here's Cortez for 3. Almost off the glass. Kagiwa has it. He fires. Oh! And scores! Mark Kagiwa scores from the backcourt. And we'll have to see it again to check if it counts. Of course, kung tatanungin natin ang taong bayan, para sa kanila, it's Mark Kagiwa for president. No? But akala mo, game winner yung na-shoot ni Kagiwa, no, sa saya ng mga tao dito. But it's just possibly a buzzer beater to end the third quarter. Na sa ngayon ay pinag-aaralan pa ng ating mga opisyalis kung counted, and it counts. Counted. Unbelievable. Ganito po kalayo. Well, actually, hindi nyo ma-appreciate dyan, no? Pero we'll probably have a better angle later on. But Mark Kagiwa hitting a three-pointer all the way from Las Piñas. Napakalayo nun. A three-pointer from the backcourt to end the third quarter. Kaya ito ang ating score at the end of the third quarter. Atid sa inyo ng San Miguel Beer, Pale Pilsen, ang beer na walang katulad.
6 points.
Well, this mammoth crowd still in a hangover after that amazing backcourt buzzer beater by Mark Kagiwa. Mark Kagiwa actually scored back-to-back three-pointers. Sa mga tuwid, 6 points in 6 seconds.
Hirap yung 1 point per second in the last 6 seconds of the third quarter. And just like that, as mediocre, Miko, as the Barangay Ginebra Kings are playing, they're just down by 3.
Of course, in your case, that's 6 points in 6 seasons. Here's Kinyahan, a near steal. Kinyahan twirls, can't get the bounce. Bola, makuha ni Helterbrand. 3 points na lang ang habulin ng Ginebra dito. Helterbrand with the basketball. The hottest hands belong to Mark Kagiwa for 3. Yes, sir! TM3 for Mark the Spark Kagiwa. At kung inaalat sa kanina, napakatamis na ng kanyang shooting here in the second half. We are tied at 66. And here's Kinyahan, and that's a big shot for the rookie.
Just to silence the crowd right now. I see JR Kinyahan with his first 2 points. Pero si Mark Kagiwa, you always say, scorers will find opportunities how to score. No? Pero hindi natin akalain ganun.
Pull up, JR Aquino almost, but not quite. Last stop, Joe Carrillo. Well, now we have a ball game.
Oo, kanina lang natin nakuha yung first deadlock of the ball game at 66 before JR Kinyahan was able to break that.
Missed by Kagiwa. Sunny Thos fighting for his life.
Ayaw ng tira ni Kagiwa sa loob, ano? Gusto sa labas.
Gusto ka sa backcourt. Here's Cortez. Remember, Alaska led by as many as 20 points in this ball game. At ang Ginebra, hindi pa po nakakatikim ng kalabangan sa larong ito. Well, they can do that with a three-pointer here. Big mama off the glass.
Ayan na, gumagana na lahat. Ano? Gumagana na yung outside shooting ng Barangay Ginebra. At sila Mamoril are pitching in already for the inside points of Barangay Ginebra.
And once again, we're tied at 68. Here's Carriazo, 4-3. Sobra. Miller, reverse is good.
Kahit pa paano, may nasasagot pa rin itong Alaska team. Ano? 19 points para sa reigning MVP na PBA, si Willie Miller.
Kagiwa, he has been the man of the moment here para sa Ginebra, and he is fouled.
Ginebra has one thing in mind, you know? One play in mind. Get the ball to Mark Kagiwa. And so far, so good. Eto na lang, ano? As we look at the coaching staff, eto na lang, yung free throw shooting continues. Woes continue.
Maybe he can take free throws from the backcourt. Kasi sa backcourt, 1 out of 1 dyan.
Kung may free throw lang dito sa PBA.
Second free throw is good. Although despite Kagiwa's struggles from the line, isa na lang ang hinahabol dito ng Ginebra. Alaska on top, 70-69, over 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Carriazo. Carriazo goes to Miller, 7 to shoot. Miller goes to Cortez, 3 to shoot. Kailangan tumira dito. Carriazo at the buzzer, yes! I mean, you have to admire the patience of Alaska in moving that ball around. Talagang decidido sila to look for the best shot possible.
At nahanap nila, ano? And it had to take 23.9 seconds for that shot to occur.
There's a miss. Bola mananatili sa Ginebra. Helterbrand to Kagiwa. Kagiwa on the move. Kagiwa, acrobatic shot. Kinyahan clears the rebound. Eto, Miller against the entire Ginebra team. And he is fouled.
yung sinasabi mo, no? Ginebra doing their job going back on defense as Miller had 4 players from the other end na trailing him, ano? Pero ganun pa rin kaya sinasabi natin kanina. Minsan it takes kahit 5 tao, no? Hindi mahihinto ito si Willie Miller.
Parang ano si Miller dun, driving down a bed of roses. Pinaligiran ng mga pulang uniforme. As Miller misses from the line. Oh, look at Kobe elevating for that rebound. Pero 4 pa rin ang inahabol dito ng Ginebra. Here's Helterbrand and out of Salvacion. Salvacion sends it to Meg. Meg makes his move. Meg fires, following.
After being quiet in the second quarter, ito si Eric Mink gets his 8th point in the ballgame.
2-point lead para sa Alaska, 73-71. Here's Miller. Miller spins. Miller passes to Cortez. 4-3. No go. Helterbrand with a rebound. Nangunguna na si Salvacion. Salvacion, layup is no good. Rebound para kay Quinyahan. Quinyahan over to Cortez. 8 minutes to go in a scintillating 4th quarter. Miller for 3. No dice. Papigan ang bola. It's going to be last touch on Cortez. Timeout muna tayo rito with 7:56 remaining in the 4th and final quarter. Lamang ang Alaska, 73-71.
Akala ko kanina yung gumagalaw, lumilindol, hindi pala. Parating ako dyan eh.
Willie Miller, the hottest scorer in the PBA today, the reigning most valuable player of the PBA, top gun of the Alaska Aces, eyeball to eyeball with Mark the Spark Kagiwa, the returning superhero of Ginebra, one half of the Fast and the Furious. At ito ang kanilang tapatan in terms of numbers.
At 4 games pa lang ang numbers ito si Mark Kagiwa. Of course, si Miller, like you mentioned, yung conference leaders as points. At ayan, pero si Mark Kagiwa ngayong gabi, may 24 markers to his name. And you know what? Ginebra has been going to Mark Kagiwa. Eh, ngayon, medyo gumaganda na rin ang offense, ano? Or close to a third of the shots made by Barangay Ginebra belong to Mark Kagiwa. Kailangan, gumawa talaga siya ng puntos dito.
Meantime, here's Salvacion. Nice pass from Eric Meng. Basket will not count. Maaga pa lang, no, nahuli itong si Willie Miller. Committing his 3rd personal foul, trying to strip the ball away from Eric Meng. That's why Eric Meng is on the free throw line. Second team foul po yan ng Alaska. Meng with a chance to tie the ball game.
Only his first free throw it will go. Ayan, yung strip ng bola galing kay Willie Miller, hindi ka-count yan because the foul was downstairs. Miller gives up the foul. Menk will have to earn his 2 points from the free throw line.
Quinyahan getting some key rebounds here para sa Alaska. Here's De La Cruz. Cortez and now Quinyahan on the right side. Cross-court pass Miller to the corner. 5 to shoot para sa Alaska. 4 to shoot. Cortez, he's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Bit too patient on the part of the Alaska Aces. And of course, we have to give credit to the good defense of the Barangay Ginebra in the half court.
So ito na ang pinakamalaking pagkakataon para sa Ginebra na lumamang for the very first time today. Sunday special, no. that could have given Ginebra the lead. Instead, Alaska is on the attack. Miller may taka ng bola. There's a mismatch somewhere here. Ito, Cortez. And now Miller. Miller to Cortez. Inside, Miller! Yes, sir!
21 points for Willie Miller. At kanina, naghahanap sila ng outside shooting. Ito si Miller, pero pinakita natin, meron din siyang inside presence.
Halos nakakalahati na tayo dito sa fourth and final quarter. Here's Tubin. Tubin on the move. Tubin, no. Meg inside. Put back. Wala pa rin. Who gets the ball? Patalbog-talbog. Napunta sa Alaska. Miller on the move. Miller sidestep all the way. No! Sorry, miss for Willie Miller. And here's Helterbrand. Helterbrand siya na may tatapang mula sa preno. Setting the table for Ginebra. Down by 3 points. Here's Rivas. Now to Salvacion and now to Helterbrand. Helterbrand against De La Cruz. Teammates a national team. And inside over Ronald Tubin. Foul in the basket. It's good. Ronald Tubin did that against the big boss, Sonny Thos.
And you have to credit also the pass galing kay JJ Helterbrand in traffic. Ayan, no? Couple of white shirts in the middle. Pero lintik din tumalon nito si Ronald Tubin.
Sabi ni Tubin kay Big Boss, "You're fired." Hindi.
Grabe lumukso. Itong si Ronald Tubin, not so in offensively, only 7 points in tonight's ball game.
Oh, Ginebra getting the ball back. Again, another opportunity to earn the driver's seat. They're down by 1 precarious point. And here's Salvacion. And out of Helterbrand with 13 to shoot. Here's Helterbrand. Rivas. Salvacion. Inasa. Mamaril. Tubin to the shoot. Block. Great defense by Alaska. That is just impeccable defense by the Aces.
That's right, holding fort underneath the basket. Alam natin, yung Barangay Ginebra wants to pound it inside, but eto si Sonny Thos and Reynel Hugnatan, talagang they were just really protecting that inside of the Alaska Aces space.
So Alaska holding on to a precarious 1-point lead. Sinasangga na lang itong Ginebra. Ginebra really trying to force their way inside the fortress. But Alaska doing whatever it takes to keep them at bay. Wala na kay Carriazo on the right side. Tumawid. Pinasa kay Hugnatan. Reverse. Wala. Got it too fancy that time. Ito na. Helterbrand. Tumigil. Helterbrand. Salvacion. Salvacion. Now sends it to Mamaril. Mamaril to Tubin on the right side. 12 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Down by 1 point. Mamaril loses the ball. And we have a timeout with under 5 minutes to go in the ball game here in Lucena. High atop the Quezon Convention Center. The fans here, saan man sila nakaupo, they're all enjoying this close ball game between Ginebra and Alaska. And that's Ronald Tubin. Our Buhay Coke shot brought to you by Coca-Cola. Lahat ng shots magaganda at walang katulad. Kaya ang Buhay Coke, buksan mo. Tubin and the rest of the Gin Kings pa rin makatawid, they've tied the game. They're down by 1. They've had multiple opportunities to score the go-ahead basket. Pero wala pa rin, because Alaska has done everything they possibly could to keep Ginebra at a safe distance.
Oh, pero it's not really safe anymore. Only down by 1 point ang Barangay Ginebra. But like you said, Alaska just playing their steady offense. regardless of how Barangay Ginebra plays, they will play their way. They will play their half-court defense. They will play their half-court offense. And they will just hope for the best right now. They're still up by 1 point.
4:36 to go in the ball game. Here's Carriazo on the right side. Carriazo finds Hugnatan. Back to Carriazo. They'll swing it over to Miller. Miller zigzagging inside. And Miller somehow got his own miss. Pinasa kay Carriazo. Carriazo thought about the three. And now to De La Cruz. 4-3. Sobra.
So ever since the start of the third quarter, may good 2-3 defense ang pinapakita ng Barangay Ginebra. Kaya naman sila hindi masyado nakapag-adjust itong Alaska. But they're still up by 1.
Here's Kagiwa for the lead. Not quite. Kagiwa for the lead. And Ginebra is on top by 1. Ang gusto talaga ni Kagiwa, yung mas mahirap eh. He missed an open shot. Ito, napakahirap naman yung ginawa niya dito. Rebound na, binangga pa siya, and then he made it.
Wala nang babaan pa. Talagang pagka-rebound eh, nakakasana.
Ayaw talaga ng madali.
Ayaw ng free.
Ayaw. So, labang ang Ginebra sa unang pagkakataon ngayong araw na ito. 76-75 with under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Miller, pull up 3, and it's no good. And back Kagiwa getting that rebound over Hugnatan. You know, whatever faults Kagiwa has from the free throw line, he is making up for it in other ways.
Oh.
Elterbrand, 4-3, yes sir! At rumaratsyada na naman ang the Fast and the Furious ng Ginebra. Earlier it was Kagiwa, now it was Elterbrand. And that's why Ginebra is on top, 79-75 as we enter this timeout.
On the second game, the Barangay Ginebra Kings versus the Beautiful Beach. Over ABC 5.
Back inside the Quezon Convention Center here in Lucena. Mahigit 3 minuto na lang ang natitira dito sa ating laro. And it's just a 4-point ball game in favor of Ginebra. Bear in mind, Ginebra was down by as many as 20 points in the first half. But something happened in the second half. Kagiwa happened.
Oo, at pinapakita sa atin ng statistician natin, Alaska scored 25 points in the second half of play, and Mark Kagiwa, by his lonesome, scored 24.
So now, ang Alaska na ang naghahabol dito sa fourth quarter. They were in full control of this ball game back in the first half, pero iba na ang kwento dito sa second half. Bola na kay Carriazo, inside, Sunny Toss. There's a foul inside.
Well, I tell you, the 2-3 defense ng Barangay Ginebra has worked wonders here in the second half.
First foul laban kay Salvacion, second team foul laban sa Ginebra, but it was a foul committed in the act of shooting. At pasok ang unang free throw ni Joachim Sanitos.
Already 4 out of 4 from the stripe. Itong si, what to say, the boss. Huh?
2 out of 2. And so he will cut down Ginebra's lead to 2 points with 3 minutes remaining in the fourth and final quarter. Score natin 79-77 in favor of Ginebra. Here's Elterbrand to Rivas. Rivas attacks! It's bumped underneath. Palagay ko, he was going for a slam dunk.
He wanted to dunk the ball in traffic. It will be denied. But Alaska picks up a foul. Thoughts with his 4th personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Buti pa si Rinis nakakashoot sa free throw. Si Mark Kagiwa
Ito si Artadi nga, napaka-init from the outside.
Kagiwa, 2 out of 10 from the free throw line. Only a split, but it's still a 3-point lead para sa Ginebra.
Here's Carriazo on the move. Miller to tie. No goal. Rivas with the rebound. 2:40 remaining here in the 4th and final quarter. Here's Helterbrand. Helterbrand. Where's he going? Still has the ball. Bounce pass. Big Mama! No! Salvacion has the ball. Kagiwa. New shot clock for Ginebra as we approach the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Kagiwa has the ball. Kagiwa on the move. Kagiwa. Score!
Gusto talaga yung mahirap. 28 big points para kay Mark Kagiwa.
Ito na, last 2 minutes. Sa picture yun ang outlast. Maintenance-free batteries. Walang dagdag bawas sa tubig. And Miller is hammered inside.
Actually, the biggest lead of Barangay Ginebra, 5 points.
Ngayon lang nga sila nakatikim ng kalamangan dito. Some fans are actually making their way to the entrance. Either they have supreme confidence in Ginebra's ability to win this game,
or these people are Alaska fans.
Pero hindi. I mean,
may pag-asa pa.
Ang dami pang oras. It's just a 3-point ball game. Either that or gusto lang nila mauna dun sa, dun sa labasan. Meantime, here's Kagiwa. With under 2 minutes to go, this is still a closely fought ball game. And Helterbrand will set the table here with 8 to shoot. Helterbrand breakdown offense. Big Mama. Reverse layup. Wala. Pabigan ang bola nakuha ni Willie Miller. Alaska can tie the ball game with a 3-pointer here. Carriazo to tie. Yes, sir! And I'm looking at those people making their way to they're going back to their seats because tabla tayo. 82, the Jet, the consummate pro with a consummate big shot, TM3, and we're tied at 82.
At yun nga, yung mga fans na nakikita natin, hinahanap nila yung nagkakagulo, sabi na, doon pa sila nakaupo. But what character this Alaska team has been showing, other teams who just fold up with a 5-point lead under 2 minutes to go from Ginebra. At sila naman yung kabaliktaran na nangyayari. They'll never stop. Itong Alaska team. And now it's anybody's ball game again.
I think alam ko ng plano nitong mga gustong lumabas pupuntayan dito sa court side para they can approach the players after the game. Yeah, I think that's what they have in mind. Anyway, back to the ball game. A minute and 18 to go, and we are tied at 82. Bola po na kay Helterbrand. Kagiwa. Back to Helterbrand. Enaro Salvacion. 7 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Helterbrand again, breakdown. Pasa kay Kagiwa for the lead. Wala. At naubos ang oras para sa Ginebra dahil walang tinamaan. Yung tira ni Kagiwa hindi tumama sa ring or rim kung tawagin. So no reset. And so bola ng Alaska, they have a chance to regain the lead.
At ito na under a minute to go. Execution down the stretch is the most important thing for these two teams.
48 seconds to go. Carriazo for the lead. Yes! 5 straight points for Jeffrey Carriazo. Ang veteranong walang kakupas-kupas. And he just gave Alaska a big 2-point lead. 84-82.
Ito, a daredevil drive against outstretched arms of the defense. of the Barangay Ginebra squad.
And so Alaska is on top 84-82 as we enter this timeout, and we're hanging on. It's a 30-second timeout with 45.6 seconds remaining. And let's listen in. So 45 seconds to go. At naghahabol na naman ang Ginebra dito after 5 straight points from Jeff Di Cariaso. Lamang na ang Alaska 84-82. What will Ginebra do to tie the game? They can actually grab the lead with a three-pointer. But let's wait and see. Salvacion will start the play.
Yes, one of the players, si Helterbrand or si Kagiwa, most probably will have the ball in their hands and make the situation unfold for the Barangay Ginebra team.
Here's Helterbrand. Salvacion, back to Helterbrand. 4-3, and the lead. Not quite. Rivas, offensive rebound. Oh! Throws it away. Straight into the hands of Willie Miller. And now, it's going to be straight up honest defense for Ginebra with 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. 12 to shoot para sa Alaska. Aces on top by 2. And the ball is with Willie Thriller Miller, the MVP. The top gun, they go to the boss. Sanitos outside. Cortez. Yes, sir! And that's why he is the cool cat. Mike Cortez with possibly the biggest shot of the night. Challenged by Rafi Rivas, and he knocks it home as quick as a cat and as cool as ice. At may 5 seconds pa tayo dito. Ang score natin 87-82. Timeout ang Ginebra. Well, malaki problema ng Ginebra dito. They are down by 5 points with 5 seconds. Although naka 6 points in 6 seconds si kanina towards the end of the third quarter. But they'll be hard pressed to repeat that. Well, first things first, they need to score. They need to score in a hurry. Doesn't matter if it's 2 points or 3 points. Bottom line, they have to score, if possible, in just a second, no? Just to save as much time as possible. So there's a delay of game on Ungatan. Here's Salvacion, 4-3, no goal. And with 1.8 seconds to go,
that must be the game.
This is going to be a big win para sa Alaska Aces off a big shot by Mike Cortez. At ang final score natin, 87-82. A victory by Alaska over Ginebra here in Lucena.
Well, amidst the heroic efforts, ito si Mark Kagiwa, 26 points in the second half of play. Of course, Alaska still wins the ballgame.
Yan ang final score. Atin sa inyo na San Miguel Beer Pale Pilsen, ang beer na walang katulad. And, you know, throughout the game, every time Ginebra did something to either get back in the game or even gain the lead, Alaska always had an answer.
Oo, it was not a one-man effort. Nakikita natin maraming nag-step up para sa Alaska Aces. But of course, ang pinaka nag-step up sa lahat, ito si Willie Miller.
And Willie Miller our best player of the ball game with 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Siya talaga nagdala rito sa Alaska.
Oh, pero nakita natin yung last shot galing kay Mike Cortez, and of course the daredevil drive by Jeffrey Carriazo. 5 straight points, in the dying seconds. Yung tatlo na naman, yung tatlong alas.
Trio alas.
Oo, yun ang pumatay sa Trio King.
Mas higit sa lamang sa Trio King. So itong Alaska, they sustained their winning run, no? Tuloy-tuloy yung kanilang mga
3 games, ano?
Oh, 3-game win streak. Ang Ginebra naman napatit na yung kanilang 2-game winning run. And this win by Alaska also indicates what was a heroic effort by Mark Kagiwa.
Especially at the end of the third quarter where he scored 6 points in 6 minutes. 6 seconds rather. 6 points in 6 minutes, maganda na sana yan. Pero 6 points in 6 seconds. That's unbelievable.
You're reminded about your 6 points in 6 seasons, ha? Okay, so dyan magtatapos ang ating pagbisita dito sa Lucena. Nanalo pong Alaska over Ginebra 87-82 in a totally pulsating ball game. Sa ngalan ng lahat ng buo ng Lucena chapter of ABC Sports at ang aking partner na si Peter Martin, I'm Miko Alili saying good night from Lucena, well out of Filipinas. This is the PBA on ABC. Four seconds to go. Here's Cortez, 4-3. Almost up. But last, Kagiwa has it. He fires. Oh! It scores! This will mark the spark, Kagiwa. 4 seconds to go. Here's Cortez, 4-3. Almost off the glass. Kagiwa has it. He fires. Oh! It scores! Mark Kagiwa! This 4-3.
Almost off the glass. Go. Wow, what's it?